Now that we have finalized the variables that we are going to select, we can use the score tool in a similar way, and in the score tool we can define what is the prefix that we want in the new variable. It would create a predicted variable. So there are two predicted variables that are created. One is predicted 0, predicted 1. So predicted 0 defines the probability of customer not making default. Predicted 1 defines the probability of customer making default, because 0 and 1 represents non-default and default respectively, and the total of it would be 100% across all the rows. So this customer is 92% not likely to make default and 7% likely to make default. So we'll create a new variable which should be 1 and 0, because what we are interested in knowing is if the customer would make a default or not. So if the value of this variable is greater than 50%, we'll define that this customer would make a default. So we have created a new variable with our if-else condition. And this is the output. So here in this record, you can see it's greater than 50%. So the flag is created as 1. This one is 7.1%. The flag is created as 0. Now we can see that there are some actual versus predicted values. So this is the predicted value. We also have the actual column. In case we have to find out the accuracy rate, we can see that this customer has not made a default, and prediction is also saying that this customer is not going to make default. Similarly, this customer has made default, and prediction is saying that this customer would make a default. If we look at some of the record, if we look at the record number 32, so this says that the customer has actually not made a default, but prediction is incorrect. Similarly, you would find the prediction other way around. So if we look at the 57th record, this customer has actually made a default, and the prediction is saying this customer would not make a default. So we can run a contingency table on these two variables, the actual and predicted, and we can find out the accuracy rate. So these are the observations which are accurate. The actual is 0 and the predicted is 0. The actual is 1 and the predicted is 1. So these are accurate predictions, 624 and 160. And these are inaccurate predictions, 76 plus 140. If we have to calculate the accuracy rate, we can simply add up 624 plus 160 and divide it with 1000. So this gives us the accuracy rate of this model as 78% approximately.